$1.9 million in the past year from his fitness coaching. He brags about it. $1.9 million. $1.9 million. $1.9 million. This guy's worse than V-Shred, because at least V-Shred actually makes them eat protein. This guy's making them lose an essential macronutrient. V-Shred sucks. I hate V-Shred. So if you scroll through TikTok or any social media platform that is short form, a lot of people make you fear a lot of things when it comes to nutrition. So we're gonna try to clear up the air and just be very logical, use some science here and there to try to back it so it's not all anecdotal evidence, things that I have done, so it must work for you, right? Because that tends to be the thing for a lot of people. Let's just get right into it.
The reason why you're fat, it's not because you're eating too much or you're not doing enough. Listen, instead of counting calories, you've got enough calories on you. If you're carrying 30 pounds of body fat, that's 100,000 calories. Learn how to use this. They're lying to you in the fitness industry. Don't count calories. Control one hormone, insulin, and you lose the fat and keep it up for good.
I mean, talk about contradicting yourself immediately. So he's acknowledging 100,000 calories is body fat. 100,000 calories of body fat is on his body. So wouldn't you want to use the calories on your body by being in a caloric deficit to lose the weight? Wouldn't that be the case? Because your insulin goes up and down. There's a really cool study where pasta actually raised your blood sugar less than a steak did. Also, insulin is not the primary reason that you're getting fat on your body. You slightly reduce the fatty oxidation, better known as you just burning calories or using fat on your body, but your heart literally would stop if you did not have any fatty oxidation going on. So you are still burning calories. And a really good example of this is the Twinkie Man. There's a guy for 16 weeks only ate Twinkies, Doritos, and Oreos. And during this time, he ate in a caloric deficit and he lost weight the whole time, and his cholesterol actually went down. So his blood markers improved and he lost weight, and he had consistent spikes in insulin the whole time. So right then and there, that disproves what I think his name is Eddie, I don't know his last name, is saying right here. He also is acknowledging that the caloric intake is on his body. So why wouldn't you want to use calories if calories are the example you used? That makes no sense. And also, we're not all pre-diabetic. We don't have blood glucose monitors on our body at all time. That'd also be a really weird way and a very inconsistent way to regulate our body. Why not make it simple? Calories in, calories out.
If you do this, you will lose 10 pounds by November. So, number one, we're going to talk about the diet. For breakfast, do a protein shake. For lunch, do 8 ounces of chicken breast with veggies. Women do 6 ounces of chicken breast and veggies. And for dinner, you can do 6 ounces of chicken breast and veggies with 1 cup of rice. That's for ladies. For men, do 8 ounces of chicken breast, veggies, and a cup of rice. That's for men. All right. Only snack on fruit. Every now and then you can do a protein bar or a protein cookie if you need something sweet. But I would try to limit that to like 3 to 4 days a week. If you follow that plan and you do 1 hour of cardio, you will definitely be on track to lose 10 pounds by November. Okay. Also, I recommend that you lift some weights so that you keep your muscle mass. Make sure you are lifting weights at least 2 or 3 days a week.
A lot to unpack there. That's around 1,000 to 1,400 calories. So for me, my maintenance calories is 3,600 calories or 4,000 calories. So if I ate this many calories, I would lose way more than 10 pounds in a month. That's a lot of weight. And it would not be good because my hormones would be tanked. This is why this information sucks, because this video had 800,000 likes. That's a baffling amount of likes. That's a scary number of likes, because if a woman followed this advice, they would lose their period because they're not getting enough healthy fats, specifically omega-3 and omega-6 fats. These are a key role in regulating hormones in male and female. There's actually a study on this where they're on a low-fat diet, and men had a raise in testosterone, and women had their hormones regulated properly when they had the proper amount of omega-3 and omega-6 fats. So it's not just total fats, it's omega-3 and omega-6, where you get a lot of walnuts, eggs, salmon, sardines, a lot of things like that are really, really good for omega profile. So this advice is all calories and protein, which a lot of people do, which is completely understandable. In this industry, everyone says protein, protein, protein. Everyone says calories, 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 but no one mentions the fats. Because personally, when I first got in the fitness space, I starved myself all the time because I wanted to lose as much fat as possible. And 1 gram of fat is 9 calories per gram. Protein and carbs is 4 calories per gram. And in fiber, 2 calories per gram. It regulates your hormones, and fat would also help you regulate your ghrelin, the hormone that makes you feel hungry. So if you're regulating that, you're not going to be as hungry. You're going to feel more satiated, which is really, really good. And your hormones will be a lot more balanced. For me, for example, I stunted my puberty because I starved myself and didn't give myself the right hormones. My first bulk, the first time ever eating fats, I got really bad gyno, which is the buildup of estrogen from building too much testosterone, where a lot of people get through puberty or taking steroids. So I took advice like this, and it was horrible. I had an eating disorder. I was in a really unhealthy relationship with food because I thought any food besides chicken and rice and broccoli was going to make my body extremely fat and just put weight on the body. When in reality, it's not really food choices. It's more about your macros and calories, is how you look. So you can eat a pizza if you wanted to. So we tested it. For 30 days, I lost 10 pounds just eating pizza. You can do what you want, and there's no food that's going to make you fat. I really want to make that a standard here. With all my clients, I try to make it so you're not fearful, because social media is such a fearful place. I mean, this guy, you can have a protein bar. You can have. Dude, it's an additional 150 calories. You can have? Are you kidding me? That is insane. And an hour of cardio? Golly. Does this guy not know people work 9 to 5s? All my clients work 9 to 5s. How do you expect them to do an hour of cardio and then an additional 45 minutes of training with weights, and then on top of that, do meal prep and spend time with their family? It's just so many things. It's not practical. This guy's never worked with a client in his life. All he knows is, oh, starve them because I starved myself, so it must work for others. No, it's not proper. This guy has no certs, no knowledge, I don't even know what else. Like, he has no testimonials. It's very dangerous to give advice like this. Yeah, you're going to lose weight, but you're also going to lose a lot of muscle, and you're also going to have a horrible relationship with food. Oh, this is Gary Vee. Or not Gary Vee, Gary Brecka.
Blender is night and day.
What?
4 times the rate of blood sugar increase.
By putting a banana in a blender?
Putting any fruit in a blender.
Why?
Because you first of all, you disperse the fiber that's in the fruit. So if you take a banana and you puree it, and then you mix it with milk or nut milk or something like that, you're basically quadrupling its impact on blood sugar. The glycemic index, which is the rate at which blood sugar rises.
I can't watch more of that. I believe he corrected himself, because I actually made a video about this on my Instagram. He commented and actually corrected himself, saying he wishes he deleted this video and didn't say this information because he read a headline, which is also a bad sign that he is going into podcast reading headlines. Because realistically, let's think about this practically. Are you ready for this? When you blend a food, isn't it the same thing as you chewing your food in your mouth? So you put it in a blender. Yes, you could rapidly consume it much faster because you don't have to do the chewing process, but that is the only thing that would stop it, because the fiber is still within the food. You're not juicing it, so you're not losing the fiber index, or you're not losing the fiber content, I should say. Sorry about that. And the fibers are going to regulate your blood sugar more. It doesn't spike it as much. It makes it more delayed. So this logic makes no sense, and they actually did a study on this where it actually had less of an impact if you blended the fruit. So it's just really funny because it's a complete contradiction of what he's saying right here. Because if you think about it logically, like, I just like to simplify things as much as possible. If you chew your food, it's as if your body is consuming it like you blended it. Your stomach doesn't recognize that you blended it through a blender or your mouth. So why would it impact your blood sugar differently? It makes no sense. If you consume it faster, yeah, it might spike it faster, but even in the studies, it doesn't do that.
The only reason people are eating a large amount of protein is because they think they need it to build muscle.
They don't think you do need protein. You need the amino acid. You need the branched chain amino acids to put muscle on. This is going to be exciting.
But if people were taught that papayas and mangoes grow muscle, way more people would be eating papayas and mangoes.
That's a funny what if. If I told everyone eggs solve the world hunger, more people would be eating eggs. But it's false. So I don't get the logic there. That makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, if I told someone this candle had 200 grams of protein, more people would be eating candles, wouldn't they? Good point there, brother. What are you doing?
They'd be getting them in like crazy, and their digestion would be perfect. When I cut out all protein from my diet, all my gas went away. As a vegan who was eating high protein, I was unbelievably gassy no matter what I...
Vegans are notoriously having a high fiber diet, which if you have insoluble fiber, it makes you very gassy and bloated. Soluble fiber is the one that doesn't make you that gassy, that bloated. It's a lot easier to consume, good for gut health and things like that. But when you overconsume on fiber, it's not that beneficial. It's really good for your gut health, but once you're getting those high numbers, you could actually have the opposite effect of actually messing up your gut health. If you eat way too much fiber, I'm not trying to make you fear fiber. Fiber is amazing. It's essential. It regulates so many things. It makes you regular, gets toxins out of your body, helps you with your gut health. It's a prebiotic. It's so many benefits. It also reduces your likelihood of getting colon cancer, I believe. I don't know the exact number, but there's a lot of studies on this. It's just I don't know what he's getting at. Vegans usually have a high fiber diet, which are usually more gassy.
I tried all sorts of different combinations. I tried probiotics, prebiotics. I tried certain protein powders. I tried just tofu, soaked the lentils in vinegar and baking soda to try and get rid of like the stuff that was causing gas. Nothing worked. Digestion was just a mess. Once I cut that out and went high carb, I go high carb, medium fat, low to absolute.
Having excess protein has no effect on your gut health, having no effect on your kidneys. There's so much research to back this. They actually had an extremely high protein diet where they had 2 grams of protein per pound they weighed, and their kidney function actually improved. So that is false. I know I'm saying kidney, he said gut health, but this whole notion that protein is this enemy for your gut health and this notion that it's bad for your kidneys and that's why people fear it, it shouldn't be needed. And who's eating 2 grams of protein per pound you weigh? That is so much. I weigh 205 pounds. I think I'm eating 410 grams of protein. So excessive. All you need is 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound you weigh. That's all you need.
No protein, digestion's amazing. So people are only eating protein because they think they need it, but the truth is you can build muscle on fruit, you can build muscle on high carb, and you really don't need the protein.
I hate to use this as evidence, but name one bodybuilder. Name any athlete that is a fruitarian. Name him. It's also an essential thing for your body. There's an essential lipid, which is an essential fat, and there's an essential protein. There's no essential carb. I'm not saying to not eat carbs, but theoretically, you don't need carbs. So he is choosing the least important macronutrient to live off. Like you need protein for your hair, your skin, your nails, your body, your joints. It's so beneficial, not just for lean tissue. It also increases your longevity having lean tissue on your body. I don't know what this guy's message is. He's clearly a fruitarian, but golly, dude, you are tanking so many people's health.
Women are just now finding out that protein is the reason why it's hard for them to lose body fat. In fact, if you were to stop having so much protein, you will actually melt this body fat easier.
What did I just watch? What is up? Why is Instagram and these short form content creators, I actually made so many videos about this guy. This is cheating. Most of these are organic reactions, but this guy, I have a vendetta against because he made $1.9 million in the past year from his fitness coaching. He brags about it. $1.9 million. $1.9 million. $1.9 million. This guy's worse than V-Shred because at least V-Shred actually makes them eat protein. This guy's making them lose an essential macronutrient. V-Shred sucks. I hate V-Shred. He's a horrible fitness coach. He lives off ads and he preys on people's fears and their insecurities. And this guy does it as well. This is crazy. 1.9 million off BS, ruining women's health. I feel so bad because so many men are trying to manipulate these women in their content by making them fear these certain things. And listen, okay, I'm going on a tangent. I'm a little passionate here.
Why do so many health experts recommend a high protein diet?
Because it increases longevity. It's actually been proven having a high protein diet also increases kidney function. It makes your skin healthier. It makes your hair healthier. It makes your skin healthier. It makes your nails healthy. Having muscle mass also gives you that toned look that a lot of people want. I work with a lot of men and women, and they don't understand muscle is there for a reason because it gives you that toned look. If you don't have any muscle prior, you're just going to look like skin and bones, which is not what we want. No one wants to look like that unless you're a runway model, which no judgment to them. That's their profession. It's just a lot of people don't want to look like that.
When you're trying to lose body fat.
They specifically do it when you're trying to lose body fat because when you're in a caloric deficit, it's actually so important to get those extra grams of protein because your body's going catabolic, meaning it's losing tissue. And you want to keep that muscle, so you're only attacking fat. That's the goal here. We all want to lose fat. See these little fat things? This is, right here, 1 pound of fat. This right here is 5 pounds of fat. We want to target this, not the muscle. Also, protein increases satiety, making you feel more full. Also, protein has a higher thermogenic effect, meaning it burns more calories to digest in your body. So, in theory, if you eat more protein, you're going to burn more calories. Not substantial, it's nothing crazy, but having more muscle, that's a little different. You burn more calories having 1 pound of muscle versus 1 pound of fat. So, you can eat more food, look better, have your dream body. The list goes on and on, brother. That's why we recommend protein.
It is almost impossible to hit those protein requirements and reach a calorie deficit without taking supplements.
Completely false. Just completely false, but let's keep going.
But why would you take supplements when you can get all the nutrients you need from natural whole food sources? If you eat more foods that come from nature, you will naturally reach a calorie deficit because these bad boys are nutrient dense. So eat more apples, bananas, dragon fruit if you want to melt body fat
I actually completely agree. Fruits are really satiating. Whole foods is really good. I always recommend people have like 80% whole foods, 20% foods they enjoy. So it's actually really sound advice. Fruits loaded in antioxidants, so many vitamins, and they are very nutritionally dense. So he's not wrong there. But you shouldn't fear supplements, by the way. If you have a scoop of protein or chicken breast, if they had the same micronutrient profile, your body would actually not know the difference. And actually, the protein powder would be more bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb more protein from the whey protein than the actual chicken breast. There's a whole score on it, the bioavailability of certain protein sources. I'll check it out. Like peanuts are really low on it. I'm not gonna really make you freak out about it. I'm not trying to make you fear anything. Just some foods are more absorbed in your body because they have the whole essential branched chain amino acid profile. Some foods really nail a lot of one singular branch chain. And that's why vegans have a really hard issue putting on muscle, because they nail certain chains a lot, but they don't get the complete profile unless they're really, really, really paying attention. I know it's possible. I'm just saying you have to be a lot more on it about it.
Easier. But what about the muscle? If your goal is to get bigger and build muscle, you need to eat more protein. But if your number one goal is to lose body fat, you just need a calorie deficit.
Do you see what he just there? Did you catch that little manipulation there? Women are fearful, so fearful of getting too big and too bulky. They already have that fear. So he's using this fear and he's confirming it by saying protein's the issue. He's giving the scapegoat as protein. So he's manipulating the women that are already so vulnerable because they just want the answer. They want the quick, easy answer. And he's manipulating them by using vocab words, big, bulky. And I guarantee he's going to say, if you want to look toned and lose weight, this is what you should do.
And all you need to do to maintain that muscle mass is to do strength training at least twice a week.
He's correct there. You only have to train 3 to 4 times a week. You only need actually 2 sets near failure to maintain muscle mass. I'd recommend more, obviously, but you only need 2 sets. So I really wouldn't be dragging on it too much. You just have to have good intensity. It's quality over quantity, but you need protein to have that muscle stay there. It's extremely essential to have that protein when you're in a caloric deficit. Extremely.
So if you give up the protein, you can melt body fat faster and you will maintain your muscle at the same time, which means you're going to get smaller, stronger, and thinner.
Smaller, stronger, thinner. Buzzword central. Dude is good at filling those buzzwords in. Yeah, don't listen to that. That is horrific advice. You have an essential protein for a reason. Women, please, 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 please do not take that advice. You don't have to hire me as a coach. I'm just saying, do not hire this guy. Holy cow, he's going to ruin your hormonal profile because he just recommended only eat fruit and whole foods. He didn't recommend fats. And he said, do not eat protein. The 2 essential things to regulate your body. This guy does not know a single thing about the human body. You need an essential lipid and an essential protein. Don't get me wrong, fruit's amazing. It's not essential. We're going on essential things here. Dude is literally making you malnourished. That is crazy. Yeah, you'll lose weight. A lot of weight, not just muscle. You hate that Ozempic butt. A lot of women hate. They're like, oh, you look like you have a diaper butt. You have an Ozempic butt. You have the couch butt. No, that's from not eating protein and stimulating the muscle properly. Because when you're on Ozempic, you just don't eat a lot of food. So you lose weight as a whole. You're not having a high protein diet. That's what happens.
We have an obesity epidemic, right? Everybody's fat as fuck. No, you guys, what we have is a blood sugar problem.
What is up with insulin and blood sugar? Golly, I should just title the video, Insulin and Blood Sugar is causing you to be overweight. This is what cause you to be fat. Is that what I need to do? Is that what people go viral for? Oh, your insulin is the issue. It's not that you have no willpower to actually track your calories, or you just don't have the knowledge to track your calories and you're spoon-fed insulin and blood sugar. No, I eat 400, 500, even 600 grams of carbs a day. My insulin is spiking constantly. And you know what? To regulate that, I go for walks post-meal. This regulates your blood sugar because you're flexing the muscle. Flexing the muscle actually relieves that blood sugar spike. It makes it not as insanely big of a spike, and it's not bad. It is a mechanic of the body. Your body is supposed to produce insulin when you have a blood sugar spike. Your body is operating correctly. It's when you have a high body fat percentage or you become pre-diabetic from lack of muscle on your body, which is a massive thing. That's a massive issue a lot of people have because they're not eating their protein. That's when you should care about your insulin. But if you're a normal person, that is not the issue. I also love that they say these things and they don't even know the studies saying if you have red meat, it can spike your insulin just as much as a carb source. If you're running just off insulin, what food is safe? It doesn't make sense. And if you're on a low insulin diet or a low blood sugar, lack of carb diet, it actually makes you more insulin resistant in the long run. There's actually a lot of studies showing these carnivore people, I'm assuming she's a carnivore person, that they have iron overload, which actually causes prediabetes. For some reason, I don't know the exact science, but when you have too much iron in your diet, you can become pre-diabetic, which is really bad. And you get an artificial spike in your testosterone. You see a lot of carnivore people saying, oh, my testosterone's 1,400 points per deciliter. Look how good it is. It doesn't matter. If you look at their free test, it's actually subpar and actually below baseline because their testosterone's all binded up. It's not doing anything. It's just stuck there, which actually causes more health side effects having so much testosterone not being functional. I'd rather have 700, 800 points per deciliter, which is already really high, and have good free test because that's what actually builds muscle and it's not all binded up. It's so crazy that these people get massive followings and make $1.9 million. I will not stop saying that. 1.9 million. I think that's up there with V-Shred. And they just fearmonger. All they do is make you fearful of things. They don't give you solutions. They say, oh, don't eat protein. Oh boy, did I stop eating protein? What do you know? I lost weight, but I feel horrible and I'm actually becoming pre-diabetic because I have no muscle in my body because muscle is the number one deterrent of being pre-diabetic or having diabetes. Your grip strength is one of the best things to check for your all-cause mortality. Also, the number one reason people go to retirement homes is because they can't squat from the toilet. So having muscle is essential for longevity. I can go on and on. Let me know if you like this type of content because I'm starting to upload on YouTube. I invested in my background. Do you guys like that plaque? It came in right when I quit YouTube beforehand. So we're back. Please like, subscribe, comment what you want to see because I'm going to be extremely active. I want to see what you guys want, any improvements. I'm new here, guys. I'm making content for you. So I want to see your reactions, your improvements. Just let me know.